What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from AskNickFoy.com, and today I want to give you an update video of the new Pinterest changes that are taking effect. So I logged into Pinterest yesterday and was surprised by the new format that they've set up for your profile. They've got a new feed and they've got different ways they display pins now. So we're going to be talking about these different things that Pinterest has included in their new update here in 2018. So if you're ready, let's dive into this computer screen and I'll start showing you what I've discovered. Alright, so here I am on my home feed. We are just at Pinterest.com. I've logged in. So this has stayed the same. You can still see your monthly viewers that you're reaching, monthly engaged. You can click create a pin, hit promote if you want to pay for advertising. Now here's the feed. So what they've done different now is they are just including like the title of the pin. So if you've got it hooked up to like a blog post using the rich pins validator, then it's going to pull that metadata from your blog article. So you can see these different blog post titles here. And then you can also see when you hover it, it says picked for you. So these are pins that they picked for me in my feed, which they've had that feature before as well, based on my previous searches and things like that. They try to decide what I like. The only difference is now in the descriptions, you no longer see the description, it just shows the hashtags. So they're bringing back hashtags on Pinterest. So if you start, using them in your description, it'll hide your description. It'll just show the title and the hashtags. Then if we click on it, I don't know if this person wrote a description. It looks like they did here. So here's their actual description and all their hashtags. So we can actually click on a hashtag now and it'll show you all the latest pins. And it actually does it in like a chronological order based on time. So we can see, a minute ago somebody posted for this hashtag, 18 minutes ago, 26 minutes ago, 29, 37. So it goes up in order. It doesn't randomize it, which is nice. So you can always come on here and see the most recent pins that have used that hashtag. So hashtags are coming back. And then again, they're just showing the title and the hashtags here as their description now. They're no longer showing the description of the pin out here on the feed. So we could scroll down and see all these different pins. Now something else that they're doing when we are out here, I don't know if it'll do it on this account. It was getting beta tested, I noticed, on one of my other Pinterest accounts. But when you hovered an image and you clicked on save, it turned into just a drop down menu, which it's not doing right now, but it turned it into like a little drop down bar right here instead of having the save button. And it actually guessed which board I would save it to. So in this case, this pin has to do with Pinterest and how to get over 2 million views per month. So when I would hover this and I would come up here to where the save button usually is, what would happen is the new feature that they might be rolling out here, it would just have like a bar here and it would automatically fill in what board it thinks. So it would say Pinterest. All I would do is, click on it and it would automatically save it. It was much faster than having to come here and click on the save button and then scrolling through my boards, trying to find the Pinterest board right here and clicking save. So it was a lot faster feature. It just pretty much had all your boards pre-selected that they think you would save to. And then of course you could go in and change it if you wanted to save it to a different board, but it was kind of like a one-click type of thing. So I noticed that was something maybe they're going to be coming out with on more accounts, but it's on one of my other accounts, but I don't see it here on this one. So that's a few notable things out here on the home page. Now the profile is where they changed a lot. So let's go into the profile now. So they've got this header image here where they just kind of made a collage of all your pins. So these are all different pins here I've pinned before to my account. So it looks kind of fancy and professional how they've split them up into these different columns and kind of stacked them on top of each other. So this looks cool. And then they've got your profile photo. And something new they're doing now is they're showing how many monthly viewers your account has. So it no longer matters up here how many people you're following, how many followers you have. It's all about how much reach you're getting on your pins. So for this account, Ask Nick Foy, I'm getting 69,000 monthly viewers. If I go to, Michelle Schroeder Gardner, she makes like over $100,000 a month, largely from her blog and a lot of her Pinterest traffic. So I want to show you her profile just for a difference. So she's got 100,000 followers, 83 boards. Again, she does income reports online that I like to read. where she makes over 100,000 a month. When you come here, her monthly viewers is at 3 million. So it's kind of cool that Pinterest is kind of bringing people out of the dark, showing how much their reach is. So no longer, if you look at somebody's account and see they have a ton of followers, they may have bought all those followers, or maybe those followers are bots, or that was from a long time ago. They got a lot of followers, and now a lot of those people aren't very active. So it's more important how many people they reach. So I think this is kind of cool that it's kind of calling people out. A lot of people on the internet, on YouTube, are trying to talk about, you know, how successful they are on Pinterest, and now it's really going to show whether they're successful or not, because you're going to be able to see, you know, their monthly viewers. If their monthly viewers is really high, then you know they're pretty influential and that their pins go pretty deep on Pinterest, which of course she's got 100,000 followers, so I'm sure she gets lots of repins on her content that helps it go viral, and that helps her reach, you know, these 3 million monthly viewers. So that's something cool. Let's head back to my profile to continue showing you. So again, this account, I'm growing it still. It's not the greatest, but we are up to 69,000 monthly viewers. I can go into my analytics and check out if they've made any changes over in analytics, but let's continue on with the profile. So the new profile layout, again, we've got the header up here. We've got your profile image here now, your title or the name of your account that people would find when they search you. So make sure to include, you know, blogging and marketing tips if I want people to find me for blogging in the search. So that's why I stuck that in along with my name. We've got the monthly viewer counts now, so I'm going to be going around looking at some other influencers that I follow, you know, and just check out what their monthly viewers are now that it's out of the dark and you can actually see their impact on Pinterest. You can have your URL right here. And then my little biography description goes here now. And then we've got this layout. So we've got this menu bar now. So we've got overview, boards, pins. So if I'm on pins, it's the same as it was before. You can see all my most recent pins to my account. Then we've got boards, so I can click on that tab and it's going to open up all these different boards. So again, I'm part of just a bunch of group boards right now. I've pretty much deleted all of my personal boards except for a couple key ones that I need, like email list building, Pinterest tips, my YouTube channel board, and my blog board for all my blog posts. So those are my main 4 channels: blogging, resources, real estate, finance tips. These are where I save my pins from my other brand, Under 30 Wealth, which actually has like a reach of like 200,000 now, which is pretty crazy. It's about 3 times the reach of my Nick Foy brand. So that's a little bit of that layout. We can go to the overview tab and check it out. So overview, they've got the featured boards here at the top. It's kind of your slideshow that flips through different of your featured boards. You can see your latest pins. So again, we can scroll down here and they've got them in columns of 3. Then down here we've got latest boards. So I can see activity going on some of my group boards. So it's been pinned to 12 seconds ago, 17 seconds ago. So that's kind of the layout for the overview tab. They've got some of your boards, some of your pins, some of your featured boards. Activity. So this is what's going on by your followers. So it says these are all the pins people saved from your site and linked accounts. The page is visible on your profile, but you can always remove it. So here's the remove button. So I can see what pins of mine have recently been saved by other people. So these are some of my most popular pins right now getting repinned. So 34 profitable niches, how to use Pinterest. This how to create an online course that sell like wildfire, you're going to see multiple times. So it's right here, and then it's here a couple more times. So that one's getting repinned. Here it is again, multiple times. So these are all my most recently, saved pins from my website. So these are ones that I've actually linked to asknickfoy.com. So using like the Rich Pins Validator or something when you first set up your account, it can track all your domain pins, and then it shows you here which ones are doing the best. Now I also can see this kind of data in Tailwind, which is an app or a tool I use to schedule pins. So I don't actually get on each day and pin. I have an auto scheduler pinning for me every day. So if you go to asknickfoy.com/tailwind, TAILWIND, I'll also link to it below or around this video somewhere in the description. We'll click temporary and it's going to redirect me over to Tailwind, so I can go into dashboard here and it's going to show you what your dashboard looks like. So I can see a lot of data inside of here. So I've had 27 repins on my Ask Nick Foy brand in the last 7 days, 82 domain pins, I've grown 38 followers in the last 7 days. So it's kind of cool. You can see different analytics, and then you got the publisher tab here where I can schedule all my pins. So I've got 1,000 pins right now scheduled to go out over the next couple of months. So I just curated a bunch of content all at once. I took like a whole day, uploaded a ton of pins to a secret board, saved them into my drafts here on Tailwind, and then set them out onto a schedule so they go out to my different boards and group boards on my account. So I pin about 10 to 15 times a day. So these 1,000 pins are going to last me a couple months all the way into June. It's only April right now. So when June gets closer, I'll get on and do it again. So that's one of the cool things, using Tailwind to auto schedule your pins. And then I can track, inside of Tailwind, I can look at my analytics to see what kind of activity I'm getting, how many repins, how many followers, things like that. But now Pinterest is allowing you to also see it within your dashboard here under the activity tab. Then the followers tab, again, it's just showing you all the people following you. If you want to go through and quickly follow people back, you can. Or we've got the following tab, so I can see the list of all the people I'm following. So I can go through and unfollow people. Tries, if you try a pin, I think those go under here. So pins you try live here. You can add notes and photos like recipes, places you've traveled, other ideas. So I haven't tried any of these, but if you want to, you can add them here. So that's one other feature. So that's the profile for you. It's a lot different look than what it used to look like. If you go back into some of my old Pinterest videos after this one, you'll be able to see what the profile used to look like if you're unfamiliar with it. If you've already been on Pinterest, then I'm sure you recognize these changes. If these changes haven't taken effect for you yet, let me know in the comments below. Again, Pinterest might just be rolling out some beta testing on different accounts, because like I noticed that this changed on this profile. I also noticed out on my feed what I talked about earlier as far as clicking on save pins. The save button is now gone, and it's got like a board select option where you just select a board right from the picture itself. So that's something new. A few other things they rolled out. If we go here to upload image, they changed their uploader. So now they've got the picture you select. They used to have the website URL underneath it, so now it's up here. They've got the picture over here to the left, and they've added in the description box now to this page, so we can click on a picture. Let's go ahead and open one up here. So we'll do this one here. So best tips to build an online business. If I put in a URL, I might link out to one of my courses on Pinterest or on blogging. So profitable-blogger. And then description, I could say, use these training videos to learn how to build a successful blog. Now remember, you want to use hashtags now, so I might use #blogging, #blogging tips, because now people can search again for hashtags. So this will show up most recently for these hashtags. So blogging tips, online business, we'll do WordPress, and one more, we'll do website. So those are some different hashtags. Then I'll just click the done button. It's gonna pull open to choose a board. So I want to choose a board. So let's go ahead and choose top blog. So this is a big group board that's got thousands of people following it. So now thousands of people that follow this board will see this pin in their feed, and hopefully I'll get some repins on it, and maybe some people will click through to that link, which will take them to my blogging course, where they can learn how to start a profitable blog in 30 days. So that's the new pin uploader. They changed the design and the look of it a little bit. And as far as I know, that's everything that I've noticed so far that's new. Your messages and stuff still looks the same. We've got this people tab here where we can see different trends. So welcome to your new following tab. Discover ideas from people you follow. So they've got this tab here, this little people person. So I can see all the different pins of people that I'm following that they've recently posted to their accounts. So I can scroll through this feed, or I can go out to the main feed out here with the Pinterest symbol, and Pinterest will generate pins it thinks is most relevant to me based on what I search, what I repin of other people's, things like that. And then I believe this little kind of compass type thing here, it's the Explore tab. So it shows you like trending pins, or you can go into different categories if you're looking for specific content. So we can see all the most trendy pins here on Pinterest. So overall, I think that's going to conclude this video for us today. I've shown you some of the updates that I've noticed so far that have just rolled out recently and you can check your profile and see what updates you're noticing on your profile. If you're noticing different updates than on mine, you know, I'd be really interested to know about those, so please comment them below this video. And if you want to learn how to master Pinterest, I've got a complete training course where you can watch a bunch of training videos, and they're in different categories so that you can learn different things. You know, it's not all spread out like on my YouTube channel. I've got random Pinterest videos everywhere. But if you go onto my training course, you know, we teach you everything from the ground up: how to start an account, how to get it validated with rich pins, how to switch it to a business account and look at your analytics, how to upload pins different ways. There's like 3 different ways you can save pins to your account. I show you Google Chrome extensions you can download, which are cool little Pinterest tools you can use. We talk about Tailwind, how to schedule and automate your Pinterest account, how to get more followers, how to get more traffic, how to convert traffic and make money off of Pinterest, how to sell products on Pinterest. Lots of different topics covering Pinterest. It's all in this course called Profitable Pinterest Traffic, and I'll link to it below in the video description, or you can go to my website, asknickfoy.com/courses, and see a list of courses and programs my students have joined that they love and they learn a lot from. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here, giving me your time, your attention, checking out the Pinterest updates of 2018. As I notice more updates, I'll continue coming out with these update videos to keep you up to date with the latest and greatest news from Pinterest. It's a valuable tool to grow your blog, so don't take it for granted. Make sure you're using Pinterest in your business. It's been huge. You know, my reach on some of my accounts is up to 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 people. And then this account I'm growing, it's now grown from like 15 or 16,000 up to 60,000 in just a couple months. So I'm reaching more and more people across the internet thanks to Pinterest, and that's driving thousands of people back to my website, back to my store, and my product sales are taking off because of Pinterest. So that's why I would recommend using Pinterest if you're an online business owner. If you're running a store or a blog and you want to increase your traffic, check out Pinterest, check out all my training videos, and I'll see you in the next upload. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Take care.